Hello friends, HailTales here. So, we're jumping into our next match. I once again dropped my camera down to the to the bottom left, because when it's in the top you guys can't see and pick and ban the top laner, and you also can't see my top laner's health. So I think this place is probably the best for cameras when we're actually playing the match. Going up against 100 Warriors here. Once again, we're not going to worry about checking out any of the athletes on their team, because it shouldn't matter in the first league here, even on the hard difficulty. For our first ban, we're just banning things that we find annoying, that we don't like dealing with. Looking at their team, the most annoying thing that we don't like dealing with personally, probably Kamatachi, so that's probably what we're going to ban. Now, we're going to try to play a couple different characters this match. Potentially playing Deep Space, maybe playing Niels. We could try doing a weird Bunushan-Niels combo, but I don't have a lot of field hit on my supports. That's actually not going to work out as well as I think it would. Alright, so they banned Bart, so no super heavy tower pushing combo this time, but that's okay. In the top lane, I might want to play Wolfgang or Reinhardt. I do want to try a Wolfgang game with Bunushan involved, so maybe we go Wolfgang here as our first pick, see what they pick around that. Aurelio's fine. I do want Manta, so we're going to pick Manta here, just because we don't want them picking Manta. So we're going to probably put Manta in the jungle. The mid lane we'll probably play Bunushan with. So let's go Manta, Bunushan. And then I don't really care what they pick in both mid or support. It's not going to change my mind of what's happening this round. We are playing another Bunushan game, but this one we're going to be using Manta and Wolfgang in the top and jungle. Both of them having field hit could help us stack up significantly. I would play Deep Space, but Gang here is a great option, especially with Kaka having a pet. Just doing that extra pet damage, getting that out of the way is always good. And I don't want this game fights to go super long. We're actually looking for fights to last shorter once Bunushan upgrades. So I think Gang over Deep Space right here is good. So is Niels. Niels also would be great, but the reason I'm going to go Gang over Niels is because Gang has more consistent field hit. Niels having that extra field hit depending on my character's hitting is a great option to have. And I could use that with Lady Deadfire in the bot lane, actually, if I really wanted to spice things up and go more magical based. I think we'll try that out just because we've played Gang before, so let's throw a Niels comp in here. I'll show you how Niels and Bunushan can work together pretty well with her stacking ability. Once again, we don't need to look at anything here just because we don't have any items, and all of our health ranges should be 40 for now. There's nothing too special about that at the moment. But if you guys look over here, it's dropping down from 70. We're going to keep track of how quickly we can get this down to 0 and get her to expand. Now, our mid lane could go kind of scary with Lan over here. I don't personally find Lan to be a good character for the most part, but they can pull off some exciting things, so we do have to watch out for that. Alrighty, so we're going first here. I can Serenity Draining mid lane. I don't have the card. So with Niels, he has a card that as long as it's in our hand, he will also attack somebody if we attack them with a field hit. We don't have that card in our hand, which is always sad. Now we can undercut the bot lane here. Oh, we can undercut the mid lane only. That's fine, actually. Can't do the bot lane because they're right next to each other. If we mid lane, if I current the mid lane here, I don't think I'm going to be able to do enough to make it matter. If I double Serenity Training on top of her, which is our initial plan, it gets her damage down significantly. I can also Reckless Assault and then Undercurrent jump on her for a first blood and start pressuring the mid lane tower. I think that's actually the best idea we have here. Perfect. So as you can see, we dropped it all the way down to 49 already, and then on top of that, we'll Undercurrent here with our jungler and secure the first blood. If I crit, that's awesome. If I don't crit, that's fine. 2 crits. Perfect. Manta damage. Insane. Alright, so that's a great move that we did right there. It secures us the first blood. It also keeps Bunushan in lane a little bit, so she'll get some tower damage. We didn't see an opportunity in the bot lane to make anything crazy happen, so instead we focused on stacking up our mid laner's passive here, as well as just make... Ooh, this might kill. Yep, protagonist into Flame Assault. Ooh, they don't have 8, so they can't do that. They're going to green bottle instead, blue pill. This was a weird move to defend the mid lane, because it's just going to leave even more damage into the top lane. So I do not like what they did right there. It just gives me a lot of pressure everywhere, because now their top lane's at half HP as well. Alright, so this card right here, Revelation, while in your hand, if ally hero's attack hits, Neil's make an additional attack. So I have Overpower here, so we'll Overpower in the mid lane. I have 41 stacks, Overpower, it hits, so does Neil. Now I have 39 stacks. So that's how the combo works with Bunu Shan. So if you want that double magic, 2 really strong AoE people, you can put Bunu Shan and Neil's either in the mid or bot, and you can swap them around respectively. Now, do I want to do this in the bot lane or the top lane? I think we want to flame spread here just because we have the Neil's card in our hand to start stacking. We're going to Devour Souls, hit them, get double stacks there, down to 36 now, and then we're going to flame spread, put him 1 lane back. Double hits right there. We're down to 32 now, which is huge. We can remove all of our flame Dark Embrace on Baji if we wanted to, just to get some extra damage going. He is a part of that fight. I think we'll do that. Hit him with that, throw that over. That doesn't count as attacks because it doesn't hit and do damage. It just adds stacks of the debuff on him, so that's not going to make our thing go down. But that is going to make Baji take a lot of damage in the upcoming dragon fight. Scavenger's fine. There's nothing they can really do here. Roaming there just to get the jungle faster is fine. Reboot's interesting. Wild Hunt here on the mid lane. I don't... Ooh. Ooh, that was good. Nice little Wild Hunt action here. Pulling everybody in. Alright, so that was really nice right there. Good combo of cards. I didn't take notice of their jungler so close to our mid lane. He got pulled into that fight with his pet. So that buys some time for them to keep their mid lane alive. Our mid lane might die. We're not fighting this. Not because we can't win, but because we're like right here damage-wise on the tower and we want first tower. If we take that fight dragon-wise, we're going to get pushed out of lane no matter what, and we would have lost that mid tower. So we just did that to get the first tower primarily. Chance of War, I'm not going to be able to kill in 3 rounds. I can keep Bind in my hand for now, that's fine. Really wish I had a better trident. I don't have a good trident angle here. I could just poke their mid laner out of base. If I poke their mid laner out, send them back to base, this secures our mid tower and gets us faster jungle pressure. So we're probably going to do that. So we'll trident up here just to also be able to get the... oh, damn, not close enough for Chain of War. That would have been hot. We're pushing them up here just so we also got that jungle monster. And then we're going to Wave Assault. We can Wave Assault, or we could just let them go back and not waste the mana, because they're already going back. So we're not going to waste the mana. We're going to end turn there. We're going to see what they do now with their 8 energy. This also gets her off the map when it turns to 8 energy, so now that she's back at base, her cards, she's not going to be able to use them as effectively in case they were looking for an initiation on the mid lane again or anything like that. So it's always very important to send people back to base whenever you can. We need to get this mid tower down ASAP so that our jungler has better control of the jungle. So that's kind of our main priority right here. And we'd also like to get the top tower. I think I'm probably going to just poke. I'd like to use 1 more energy, but I'm going to end the turn, see what I draw into. I didn't draw into anything useful there. We're going to bind ourselves to Wolfgang here. This gets us the tower. Gives our jungler a little more breathing room. We don't want to initiate on anybody here. I could jump on the top laner, though. I'm a confrontation, the top laner. Does this end until my next fight? Until Niels participates in a fight. Okay, good. I always want to make sure that doesn't end. I'm hoping. No crit. No crit. Just a wet noodle fight right there. I was hoping for a crit. I don't think I can kill with Chains of War either. I could ignite just to get Dylan stacks going. It also starts getting Bunu Shan going. I don't want to waste the energy. We're going to end right there so we get to go on the same turn as them. We want this Herald, but I don't think we win this fight. Do we? We're going to press yes. I don't think we should fight this. I'm going to fight this just to see how strong Wolfgang Manta might be. But we don't have an upgraded mid laner. Their damage is going to be pretty lackluster. I don't think they win this either, so it's probably a good thing we don't give it up, actually. Yeah, they don't do much damage either at the moment. But once we get our mid laner upgraded and she has those 3 actions, it's going to help out a lot. Plus, with their pet, that just adds another target for us to hit, so having more actions is great. The only reason why we wouldn't want to take that fight right there is if we thought one of us would die, or if going back to base would have lost us a turret, which would have been worse than Herald, but none of that was right, so fighting that was fine. We're going to smite here. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Smite literally only hit monsters, but okay. That's fine. That's fine. I'm going to ignite Dylan here in the bot lane just to get an attack off so we start stacking her faster. She's at 11 now. I'm at 4. Is there anybody I need to recall? I could recall Wolfgang if I'm afraid of getting jumped on here, but I'm not afraid of getting jumped on. In fact, I want to get jumped on. Come on. Waste your energy on Wolfgang. Oh, they're going to scavenger. They still... Ooh, a reboot could be a little scary. Step B in the bot lane. We have Wolfgang getting pulled in by Bound, so that's really nice to see, but he could also die in this situation, which would be really bad. We don't have a lot of damage with the Neil's only going... No Wolfgang die. Woo! We're good. Okay, that was scary for everybody involved. I was really nervous they were about to use Bound against us, but things worked out. Things worked out fine. They're going to get damage on our top tower. They're not going to be able to kill it right away, but they are going to be close. We want to get their top tower before they get our top tower. I get Devouring Soul, Flame Embrace, Serenity Training. This is all fine. We'll Flame Embrace. Serenity Training. Poke. Devouring Soul. I missed. That was unfortunate. We're at 5 rounds, 4 rounds. She's not going to be transformed for this dragon fight, which is what we were aiming for. Really sucks that we missed that last hit. I'm still going to fight it because we have to. Do we have to? Do I die? I don't think I die if I fight this. If we get lucky with the Manta crits and we're able to get rid of the pet early, things could be great for us here. Now, the only reason I was thinking about not fighting this is we don't really have good stacks of Deadfire on anybody. The only person we have it on is their jungler, who we're not hitting. Deadfire's trying, but the Neil's damage might be able to walk us through this. Ooh, the fact that we didn't kill right there is rough. We had to waste another attack. That could lead Manta to dying. That could be rough. Neil's is somehow still alive. Okay, we got the 2 kills. Nice, nobody died. That would have been a little rough if somebody died, but things worked out okay. We really wanted to be transformed for that fight. You saw how close that fight was. If we transformed just 1 round earlier, that fight would not have been anywhere near as close. Hot Hands in the top lane. Green Bottle. And Precision Poke. That's fine. So we have our mid laner now fully transformed, which is fantastic for us. Treasure. Probably Trident here. So I can either Trident for 2 points of gold here. I can Trident up and also hit this. I can Trident up and hit the tower. Or I can just not use Trident yet. I'm gonna Bound to Wolfgang. We'll save Trident. We'll see where we walk. We should walk. This puts us in a worse place. This puts us in an even worse situation for Trident. I should have Trident last round. Because we're about to lose it. We're about to lose it. I'm gonna Wrath. We'll Wrath our mid laner. Could just send our mid laner back to base because she's about to get jumped on. But we're gonna wait. Go 3 rounds, see where our jungler ends up. He's gonna end up in a decent position for Trident here. Could Trident down the mid lane. But instead we're gonna go up here, hit 2 monsters, also the top laner, which is fine. I gotta outburst their mid laner. Does that do anything, or should I just end the game? Am I too low? I'm afraid of being too low to end the game, but I think we can close it out no matter what. I don't see another kill anywhere. Alright, we'll close out the game. We'll close out the game, see just how strong this AoE comp is going to go. We have 3 big beefy melees in the front line. None of the crits from land right off the bat were aimed at our back line. We should have this in the bag. Big Neil's damage should be coming through. pet shouldn't be a problem. As long as Bunu Shan survives a couple of rounds, gets all of her 3 hits off, is great. She is getting targeted right now. Big miss on her, which was great. Big AoE damage coming from Niels this round as well. Bunu Shan's still surviving, which is good. She's going to get even more hits off, which is great. If she doesn't die this round, that's even better. Another miss. She's ducking and weaving and dodging everything. The AoE damage is just too much to handle. Too much to handle there. I don't even think we're going to lose anybody, luckily. Nice. Perfect 5. All right. So you saw how we were able to get Bunu Shan stacked up really quickly. If we got her stacked up one more round, in 1 round earlier, she would have been stacked for that dragon fight, leading to an even easier win on the dragon fight. Niels was a big reason why we got the stacks going, was because he was able to double up, because we were lucky and pulled into that card a couple times. Sometimes you don't pull into Revelation when you actually have field hit, and can be kind of annoying, but we got lucky. We made sure our mid lane, our jungle, and our top lane were all things that both had field hit and had dueling and survival capabilities, so that our lanes were always winning. And we took home an easy W. Now, once again, this is all going to get a lot harder when we're in the next leagues. The AI is going to be smarter about some of their card usage. They did pull off a couple good combos, but they were wasting a lot of energy. And more importantly, the more bans they have, they'll be able to start banning characters out. Because we're not going to be able to get these crazy field hit combos every time, because the AI is going to start banning out the crazy combos there. But Bunu Shan coming in, 3-1-5, 29% of the damage, 100% of the kill participation. We planned to play through the mid lane, and that is what we did there. We are lucky to be able to get all of our turrets early. We also made sure that we weren't taking fights we didn't think we were going to win, and we took fights we thought that we were going to be able to push people out of. We gave up, I think, the first dragon. We might have given up the first 2 dragon, because there's just not a reason for us to fight for dragons if we're so far ahead in turret pressure. And as you can see with their jungler and their gold, our jungler almost beat them by 2k. Once you start taking away the turrets and their jungler doesn't have a lot of spaces to have monsters spawn on, their economy goes down in the dumps. So that was that for this game against 100 Warriors. We'll finish off the Challenger League in the next episode, and then finally get promoted over to League 2 and start with the 5 bans. But till then, like, subscribe. If you guys have a comment that you want to leave down below, please do, because I love reading them, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!